Coming closer, coming closer. Don't be scared. I feel like it's so bright out here I can't even see. I have lip balm on and I feel like all these little seeds from my everything bagel are just sticking to my lips. I really felt like having breakfast outside today. And I realized that I don't really do this often, but it feels good to have a change of scenery in your routine. I feel like if you usually do have breakfast inside, try having breakfast outside. I think the difference this time is that the beginning of summer, I really was like, okay, this is my plans for the summer. I really want it to look like this. I have these goals and I have these things that I want to do this summer. I feel like a lot of the time we have these ideas and visions for what we want our summer to look like. And then summer starts and we're like, okay, summer just started. Let me take some time to ease into it. Let me just take some time to lounge around, do nothing, watch some movies, actually relax, especially if you're someone that's in school, which is cool too. If you want to take the summer to just literally lounge around and be a lazy cat and do nothing at all, that's great. But if you're actually planning and have this idea of what you want your summer to look like, and then it gets to like end of August and you're like, oh, all I did was lay on my couch and binge watch Netflix shows. And another summer that went by that I didn't do anything. And you know what doesn't help is social media. We all know that social media can be kind of toxic and make you feel not so great mentally. And I think summertime is one of those times where you're just scrolling and you just see everyone having a great time. Every day they're up to something, they're outside doing something, they're spending time with friends, they're going here, going there, traveling, whatever. Oh, I got sriracha on one of my strawberries. Oh my god, that's a really weird flavor. And then we start kind of comparing, right? We're comparing these people going to Greece to us sitting on our couch reading a book about Greece. And it starts making you feel like crap, and I know the feeling. I feel like social media comes with a lot of comparing your life to their life, but at the end of the day, of course, we just have to realize that social media is literally a highlight reel of people's lives. Even, you know, stories, whatever I post on my Instagram, it could seem from someone looking at them like, oh my gosh, this person's just out doing fun stuff. Those are just things that I'm doing every once in a while, not every single day. People aren't posting when they're in their bed or cuddling with their dog the entire day. I know that it is the end of August, but summer doesn't really end until towards the end of September. So in reality, we still have like another month of warm, nice weather to do fun summer activities. Whatever vision you have in your head of you doing this, it doesn't have to be going on vacation or spending lots of money. I feel like wherever it is that you are also, there's things to do. Like you can be a tourist in your own state, city, whatever it is. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I deal with depression and anxiety, and a lot of the time I get pretty bad seasonal depression fall, winter time. And I know that's the case with a lot of people, but I don't feel like people really talk about seasonal depression when it comes to the summertime. I know for a lot of people it's like as soon as there's sunshine and they're able to be outside, it automatically makes them feel better. But I do also know that there are people that with the sunshine and with the fact that it's summer and seeing all these people outside doing things, when they don't feel good mentally, it just makes things so much worse. It doesn't even have to be depression, social anxiety, whatever it is. I feel like it can definitely be a difficult time during the summer as well. I do want to give a very special thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I cannot say enough good things about BetterHelp. If you're like me, then you have the hardest time being vulnerable and opening yourself up. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I think it's just because of the way that I grew up. The idea of even sitting and talking to a therapist was really scary for me. I came to a breaking point where I was like, okay, I need to find a therapist. Like, I need to see if this is gonna help. I need to find someone that I can talk to that is a professional and knows what they're talking about. First of all, so difficult to find a therapist, and even when you do find a therapist, you don't always click with the therapist. They might have a different approach that is not what works best for you. I tried a couple different therapists, and then I ended up giving up because I didn't feel 100% comfortable with them, and I think that that's something that's really important when you have a therapist. And then hearing about BetterHelp, I was like, okay, you know what? You get to have a therapist that you don't have to see in person. They don't get to see my face if I start crying. I love that. Not only does BetterHelp make therapy more affordable, which I feel like is another huge reason as to why people don't really go out and seek help or therapy, because it's really expensive. It makes it so much easier to find a therapist that you connect with and that specializes in whatever you need, whether it's depression, anxiety, trauma, grieving, relationships, divorce, literally anything. All you have to do is fill out a few questions and BetterHelp can help match you with the best therapist for you in just a few days. And if you don't fit with that therapist, which is super common in therapy, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost without stressing about insurance or anything like that. You can schedule weekly sessions, whatever it is that works best for your schedule, and you can choose to do phone or video chat or even just through messages. You can message your therapist at any time, and you can even attend group therapy sessions if that's something that's more your style. If you have been struggling, or if you're just really looking for somebody to talk to, please check out and click the link down below in my description box. It'll be betterhelp.com/Estrella. Clicking that link does help support this channel, but it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. If you are considering online therapy with BetterHelp, don't forget you can go to betterhelp.com/Estrella. Thank you once again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. It's getting a little hot in here. It's getting a little toasty. Anyways, I'm gonna finish eating my brekkie, enjoying some time in the sun out here. I want to go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. You know what I realized? That this little girl right here, this little girl is not real. I'm just kidding. I love you. You're so real. You're so validated in your feelings. She is not a morning person. Every time that I get up, all she does is go eat her breakfast, and then she comes back in here and lays down for another 2-hour nap. She's like, girl, I'm not ready to start my day yet. Like, I'll eat my food that you prepared, but I'm gonna go right back to bed, sis. Okay. I love you. You wanna go to the beach? You want to go to the beach? Okay, she's excited now. So first, we have to pick... Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to just flash my glutes at you like that. We have to pick a swimsuit because even though I'm probably not going to get in the water, it's only getting up to like 75 today, I think, so it's really not hot enough for Washington water and Washington beaches. At least gonna try to tan, read a little book. If I am picking a swimsuit for tanning, obviously I need something that's pretty minimal. I want something that's kind of like colorful and cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this one. That was easy. This is from Lounge Swim. I actually haven't worn this one in a really long time. This little white top and my all-time favorite Levi's shorts. Sunglasses, towel, stuff for Harley, sunscreen. I already put sunscreen on, but I'm gonna take a spray bottle just in case I want to reapply it. I feel like over time I've gotten so much more comfortable and so much better at being alone and going to places alone. The thing that I will say though, that is something that I'm really trying to work on is, hold on, give me a second here. I tend to kind of like freeze up in moments where I shouldn't, and then later I'm like, ugh. I'm thinking about my response to people and like I'm cringing. Like for example, the other day, right? It was at night. I was taking Harley out for her last bathroom break of the day. I see these people outside, but they're like doing their own thing. They're kind of like across the street and there's like people getting into cars and all that. All of a sudden I see this guy like crossing the street towards me, but I'm still thinking like, okay, like I've never seen this guy. This is in my neighborhood, by the way. I've never seen this guy. Sometimes it amazes me how bummy a girl can look, but yet still get approached and bothered or harassed. Even with all these girls saying that they have to look the bummiest to go to the gas station, but they still get approached by some creep. I was literally wearing a sleep robe with sweatpants, just a regular top. I think my hair was like clipped up, and Harley like turns her attention to this person. So I look over and he's like,
oh my gosh, what kind of dog is that?
Why does a grown man have any interest in this little fluffy Pomeranian hopping around in the grass? Like, there's just no way. Even if you did, okay, I get it, that's where the conversation would end, right? But because it didn't end there, I know that people just use that to try to like get in there. They use my dog, my child. I was like, oh, she's a Pomeranian mix.
Oh, cool. What's her name?
Her name is Harley.
Oh, cool. Hey, you're really beautiful, by the way.
I'm like, thank you. Every time, by the way, I like look away. After I say something to him, I look away. Which I feel like to anybody that would be kind of like an indication of like, okay, like she's not really giving me much feedback. She's not really engaging in the conversation. She's kind of like not feeling this conversation, you know? I feel like if someone were speaking to me like that, I would kind of get the hint. He was like,
oh, I have another question. Do you have a boyfriend?
Automatically, my go-to thing when I'm not trying to be bothered by a guy, instead of just saying what it is and being like, no, I don't have a boyfriend, I'm not interested though, thank you, have a good night. Like, that's what I wish that I would have said. Instead, I feel the need to be like overly friendly because I don't want to make them feel awkward. I already feel awkward. I don't want to like hurt anyone's feelings because I know rejection sucks, so I don't want to make anyone like feel some type of way. Growing up as a girl, you kind of have this instilled in you where you have to be very polite to a man approaching you or overly friendly to be safe. But sometimes like I just go over the conversation again and I'm like cringing at myself because I wish that I would have said what I actually wanted to say in the moment. I was like, yeah, I do. He was like, oh. I'm like smiling at this point, but not because I'm happy with this conversation, more so because like I'm uncomfortable and I want it to end. And then he goes, well, I'll see you around. And I was like, yeah, it was nice meeting you. Yeah, it was nice meeting you. Like, ew, I didn't like anything about that. Why did I say that? Like, why do I feel the need to like, oh, because I just rejected this man, I feel the need to like say something nice afterwards, and I hate that about myself. I gave myself the ick. Anyways, let's go to the beach. Harley, I just put your water there. She spilled all of her water. Nice. Okay, well, of course my camera battery just died, so that's great, and I didn't bring an extra one. I don't know if I really want to sit here butt naked, not butt naked, but like in my bikini with my buns out while people are just like walking by, you know? It's a little uncomfy, but I also don't want to get tan lines. I brought this book that I actually have had for a while, but I haven't started reading it, so I think I'm gonna read it now. It's called Set Boundaries and Find Peace, a guide to reclaiming yourself. So I guess on the topic of me struggling to set boundaries, this might help. So I'm gonna read it and see. I kind of want to go touch the water, see if it's as cold as it looks. Not want the water touching her. That was numbingly cold. butt got wet. Looks like I peed my pants because I was like squatting down to try to get her to get in the water, and a huge wave came. So now I kind of have to take off my clothes. I do have to take my shorts off so they can dry. Ugh, there's so much sand everywhere. This book is actually really interesting so far. Oh my gosh. Harley, are you serious? Look at my towel. Little dirty pod girl. You enjoying the sun, baby? I love you. Got back home, showered, and got dressed. I've actually been wanting to go to a park, just kind of chill and paint and have Harley run around a little bit. There's this park which I don't even know how far it is. It's almost an hour away. I've only been there once, like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. I haven't even told her yet. Are you excited to go to the park? You want to go to the park? Huh? Why do you have such a cute little pom-pom tail? Huh? You have a pom-pom stuck to your butt. You know that? Yeah, back there. You guys want to see the outfit? I have this cute pink tank top from Lulu's. I'm wearing these brown cargo pants from Fashion Nova, I believe. And then I just have my white Air Forces on. My white little purse from Princess Polly. White shoes that I just cleaned. I was debating on whether I wanted to sit on the grass or on a bench because the amount of geese poop that I have already stepped on and Harley has stepped on, like, I'm gonna have to disinfect everything when I get home. But I found this open area of grass and there's nobody here, so I was like, okay, this is perfect. I brought a canvas and I'm gonna use this other canvas that was like dented in for mixing paints. What is going on? Oh shoot.
I've been contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I can find. Instead of all,
I'm gonna listen to a podcast while I do this.
no purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I can go? Run away into your escape. Run away, you're never too far to run. Run away into your escape. Run away. It gets so loud that I can barely hear. But your words speak much louder than all my fears. Sometimes I just wanna disappear.
I finished my painting. I've been here for a little while now. Here she is. Cute little painting. I have paint all over my hands, paint on my pants. I struggled doing clouds, but I kind of took a longer time on them this time, so they look all right. And for the little tulips, I used a little Q-tip. in the day now. I went home and I dropped Harley off. I think I'm gonna go check out this farmer's market. I've never been to this farmer's market before, so let's see if it's nice or not. Wow, these are beautiful. This is the moment where I wish that I actually knew how to take care of plants, because I want this. I want all of this. They have a sunflower field. See them over there? So far there's just a bunch of like potted plants. I don't see any bouquets of flowers, but let's go inside the market and see what all they got in there. Little haul and show you guys what I got. It's such a cute little vibe. I got these two flower bouquets. I got a couple of peaches, or nectarines I think they're called, the ones that aren't fuzzy, because we can't do the fuzz in this household. Got some raspberries, two massive beautiful looking avocados. The other day I bought a pack of avocados from Target, I think it was. Target has some of the crappiest veggies, I feel like their avocados are just never good there, and I was so disappointed because it was like a pack of 4 and all of them were horrible. So I'm so excited for these. And I also got some bananas because I saw this banana bread mix, and I've never made banana bread. I have never really baked anything except like brownies, but this says just add water, bananas, and egg. Some penne pasta, penne rigate. The packaging is really cute though. I had to get these. Lemon and marionberry muffins, and they look absolutely delicious, delectable. I think I'm probably gonna have one right now.